that pit say that 5 people came in today complaining of a sore throat and eye irritation. Those folks were treated and released. For now, Catalytica is focusing on determining exactly how this spill happened.
All right, thanks very much. Yolanda Brewington reporting live. Thank you, Yolanda.
2 people are dead after a house fire in Kinston. Early Sunday morning, firefighters were called to a house on Whaleson's Drive. Inside, they found Barbara White and her husband, Robert. Barbara died from smoke inhalation. Robert was taken to Duke Medical Center. He died yesterday evening. The fire officials say started in the kitchen ceiling. Also in Kinston, police investigate a sexual assault. Around midnight, a woman says she was walking along Queen and Bright Streets when a man pointed a gun at her and forced her inside a Ford pickup. The victim says the man drove her to Kenansville and sexually assaulted her. Police are still looking for the person responsible. If you have any information, you're asked to call Kinston Police. The number 252-939-3160. Again, 939-3160. A date with death for a man who killed a store clerk and customer in Bethel. Harvey Lee Green is scheduled to die September 24th at Raleigh Central Prison. The date was announced today. Green beat Sheila Marlene Bland and John Michael Edmondson to death back in 1984. Green wanted a new trial, citing a ruling 2 years after his conviction that would allow him to see prosecutors' files. But the state Supreme Court ruled that that decision does not apply to Green.
They opened the safe and there was nearly $250,000 inside. Onslow County has seized a safe at Don Mercer's home in 1996. Now, Mercer owns several adult businesses and for years had battled the county over its adult business ordinance that affected most of his businesses. The $205,000 fine on that safe, along with other property and money, is part of the settlement Mercer made as part of a civil law violation after the courts ruled the adult business ordinance was legal. The county commission will get the money at its meeting tonight. The first day in court for 4 people arrested in a weekend drug raid ended with some pretty stiff bonds. A combined narcotics force arrested Librado Bustos on Saturday. They say he had 1.5 pounds of powder cocaine. Then, using information they got from that arrest, they picked 3 other men up yesterday. All 4 Duplin County men are being held under a $2 million bond each. Investigators say a lot of cocaine and other drugs are making their way into Duplin County from outside the U.S. All the men are said to be Spanish. They call it cops and shops, and Swansboro police and alcohol law enforcement teamed up for it. Over the weekend, police arrested 10 people for underage possession of alcohol and for possession of marijuana. Now, here's how it all works. An ALE agent waits inside the store, and when an underage person tries to buy alcohol, the agent in the store signals to the agents outside. And that's when officers make their bust. Officials say the project is a success, and they plan to do it again.
Well, today was a great day to get out there and run a few errands. A little hot, but at least it wasn't raining.
Not as bad as the weekend. Not as bad as Saturday. Boy, a lot better. Let's check in with Philip in first forecast.
Yes, my first forecast for this evening, well, it's going to be partly cloudy out there. Temperature still on the warm side, but trying to cool down some, dropping down from 87 down to around 77 by 11. The wind's light. I'll talk more about a chance of fog and some hot weather to come in just a moment.
Bells ring and the students pack the hallways. Pitt County students kicked off a new school year this morning. This year's enrollment is expected to be one of the largest yet. They'll have permanent enrollment figures in a couple of weeks, but so far there are about 20,000 students taking classes at Pitt County schools. Officials say everything's running smoothly. There were a few problems with bus schedules, but they hope to work that out quickly.
And I know it's inconvenient sometimes when you have to go back home and pick your child up to take them to school because the bus is late. But just, try to work through this, because after a couple of days, the drivers will get used to the routes and everything will start clicking in together.
Educators remind students to use caution when they're getting on and off the bus, and motorists, watch out for those big yellow buses.
Nearly 2,000 students returned to school today at Columbine just 4 months after a deadly shooting rampage. About 400 parents and alumni lined the sidewalk in front of the school to cheer them on. Before classes, they held a pep rally called Take Back the School. Then the flag that had been flying half-staff since the shootings was raised. Walls have been painted to cover bullet holes and a new floor tile has been installed. Armed guards are placed at the entrance and more cameras are in place. So what's behind violent attacks at schools around the country? That's what Newsweek magazine wanted to know in a recent survey. When asked about the shootings, 81% of respondents said parents' poor upbringing of children was a contributing factor. 78% said violence in the media had an influence. How can violence be prevented in the future? 18% believe stricter gun control laws would help. Many of those polled said stepping up security would help decrease violence.
The Raleigh Federal Building gets a new name. Still to come, find out why its new title has such special meaning.
And how about the weather as kids head back to school? Chief Meteorologist Philip Williams is up next with your complete 7-day forecast.
Tomorrow on Eyewitness News 9 Morning Edition.
We'll have our pet guest of the week.
Plus your workday forecast.
Join us Tuesday.
No matter where you live in Eastern Carolina, all roads lead to Lee. The 2000-year models are here, so we're having a closeout sale on the remaining 99. The selection is huge and the discounts are deep. Rebates are record-setting, up to $4,000 on cars, $2,000 on SUVs, and $1,500 on Suburbans and minivans. And where do you see all the Silverados we have? The 1999 closeout sale. It's happening right now at Lee Chevrolet's Pontiac Buick in Washington.
Bostic Sugg, the area's leading furniture store, teams up with America's #1 furniture manufacturer to offer new lower prices on quality-built La-Z-Boy products. Special purchases have made it possible to offer savings like these. Over 20 styles of La-Z-Boy recliners as low as $299. Leather recliners starting at $495. A wide selection of sofas, love seats, reclining sofas and sofa beds are also sale priced. With over 150 La-Z-Boy products in stock, the time is now. The savings are yours, exclusively at Bostic Sugg Furniture, Greenville.
You ordered a homemade pizza? Fresh pizza coming up, okay? You have any fresh flour? Woohoo! How do you light a gas stove?
One oven fresh pizza? Domino's makes it fresh when you call and delivers it hot in the Domino's heat wave. Domino's, made fresh, arrives fresh. The new Domino's, you gotta taste it to believe it. Now at Domino's, get a large pizza with up to 2 of your favorite toppings for $9.99. That's a large 2-topping pizza for just $9.99. Add an order of cheesy bread for $2.99. Call now.
Bugs that are outside would rather be inside. And they'll stop at nothing unless you put a stop to them. Terminix convenient outside service gets the bugs before they come in without putting you out. Just call 1-800-TERMINIX. No meeting the pest professional, no rearranging schedules, and it's still backed by the best guarantee in the business. Keep the bugs out. Call 1-800-TERMINIX. No bugs, no hassles.
America's best-selling full-size luxury SUV is now the world's most powerful luxury SUV, Lincoln Navigator. The best way to take luxury anywhere. And now, with special lease rates, the ultimate power trip begins at your Lincoln dealer. Lincoln Navigator.
Now your forecast from Storm Team 9.
I hope you had a very nice weekend out there. We had some much-needed rainfall. That's the good news for the east. Tonight, no more rain out there, though. Temperatures dropping down to around 70. And because we have had some rain, the ground is a little bit wet now in places. That will make it a pretty good scenario for fog forming overnight tonight. So first thing in the morning, as you're driving out, be careful. You might see some patches of dense fog. New Bern, Jacksonville, Moorhead also low tonight, lower 70 skies, partly cloudy. And tomorrow, it's going to be a hot day out there once again. Here we go now, flying through Weather 9, showing some clouds along the coast. Not the best beach day today. Drier air, though, from Greenville towards the north and west. In fact, lots of sunshine today in Virginia. The reason for the scattered clouds in our region, that was due to an old frontal boundary that came through, brought us the rain Saturday night and early Sunday, and now it's stalled out just south of us, now causing showers from the Florida Panhandle here through Georgia, South Carolina, and there have been a couple across the southern parts of our state today. But now those have just about all gone away. So good news there that the rain's about to go away tomorrow. A nice sunny day, and some of you going back to school tomorrow. So yes, a pretty nice sunny, hot day across the region. Here's how things look now on the regional view, showing us the clouds along the coast back down through the deep south. Otherwise, again, much of the state to the north seeing very dry conditions. When that happens, as that moves south, it is going to be a very sunny day tomorrow. And teachers, be generous at the water fountain line tomorrow for the students coming back to school. They're going to be needing the water. It's going to be very hot. I'm forecasting somewhere around 96 for the daytime high. And it won't be hot just tomorrow. I think Wednesday also looks to be a pretty hot day as well, all across the entire southeast. Now here's my breakdown for the forecast tomorrow morning. 75, 8 a.m., 91 already by noon, so take the recess in the morning if you can. By 5 p.m., looking for about 96. Again, it will be a very hot day tomorrow and Wednesday. Late week, then we're going to see some cooler weather with some showers coming back to the east. Futurecast 9 shows no showers tonight. 7:30 in the morning, a rather pleasant beginning to your day. Again, just some patchy fog. By noon, no rain then either. 5 p.m., the place to watch should be down south here. South Carolina, Georgia, the Sunshine State, seeing their share of rain coming in for tomorrow. Your 5 o'clock drive time, no rain for the east tomorrow. Tonight, though, fair skies in my forecast. Fog should develop overnight tonight. Again, that'll be patchy. Not everyone seeing dense fog, just a few spots overnight tonight. 70 the overnight low. The wind's northwest around 5. Tomorrow's forecast going to be sunny and hot. A high of 96. The wind subtly around 10 miles per hour. And the next 7-day forecast, as seen every day in the daily reflector, going to go 96 tomorrow and on Wednesday. We're going to drop it down some, though, on Thursday to about 90, thanks to a few stray thunder showers. Friday, a better chance of rain as well, highs 88. Also on the weekend, looks to be very seasonal. ECU students moving in. It's been a hot one today, and tomorrow's going to be a very hot one. First day of classes Wednesday. I'm still going 96, so have the fans ready for you.
Hot and dry. Well, the weather isn't the only thing that's dry right now. Blood supplies are also in short supply. The American Red Cross desperately needs blood types O and B negative. Officials with the Red Cross tell Eyewitness News 9 if blood collections continue as they are, they'll be 400 pints short of meeting hospital needs. That means an emergency appeal could be coming. Now, if you'd like to help, call 1-800-544-1819 at extension 2 for a blood drive in your area.
Here's some of the news stories we're working on for the night side at 11 o'clock. Republican political leaders are in the East for the annual GOP kickoff. We'll take you there. After last year's deadly rampage, protected by a wall of family and friends, Columbine High School students go back to school. Plus, been on the internet lately? You might be a victim of false medical information. That's in the health report. We'll find out how the government is stepping in. That's at 11 on Eyewitness News 9, Night Side.
The first day of school can be scary for some. Later, we'll talk with some kids about how the big day went.
And an honor for the late Terry Sanford. Coming up, hundreds gather in our state's capital to remember the former U.S. Senator.
Toyota's National Clearance Event. Take action now and get great values and low financing on a huge selection of 99s. Get a great deal on Tacoma and save up to $3,750 with Toyota's extra value package and factory dealer incentives. Then check out the all-new full-size Toyota Tundra. Get the Toyota you've been wanting. Your Toyota dealer will make it happen for you. Get up and make it happen.
I spent my whole life in a hurry, watching time disappear. No more. From now on, I'm treating time as an asset. I'm not going to spend it. I'm going to invest it in things that really matter. My bank has got to respect that.
Blue. None of these girls just roll out of bed and go to class, I'll tell you that. They're cute. We all go to the same school together, live in the same dorm. Sort of family away from family. It's like a slumber party every night. Staying up late, out in the hall. They're V-necks. Awesome. We love shopping together. It's like bonding time with the girls. Hey, you guys, look at this one. Like at Walmart, they always seem like they have the newest thing. Any style that you want. Cute colors. Stylish, comfortable. Yeah, you can buy so much more clothes for tons less. Sure. Throw it in, girls. We live out of each other's closets.
Take the Ladies' Man Quiz. Gentlemen, your pregnant wife says...
I'm just wandering around here like a big cow, aren't I, Jimmy?
You say nonsense. You look better than ever. Or...
Yeah, Claire looks good, though, don't you think? You lose some weight there, Claire?
No, I'm sorry. Let's try again. She says...
You've got the only testosterone in the house.
You say, thank you. I'm proud to have it. Or...
That's not true. Your mother's coming along with a very nice mustache.
Oh, too bad. But remember, there are no losers on Ladies' Man coming this fall to CBS Monday.
There's a summer sensation at your Carolina Buick dealer now. Announcing hot Buick cash allowances up to $4,500. Financing from 0%. This Best Buy Century comes full of luxury amenities plus $1,500 cash back. Hot new Buick Regals, 1,000 cash back or zero financing. Buick summer sensation. Hurry, get up to $4,500 cash back or zero financing at your Carolina Buick dealer.
You're watching WNCT Eyewitness News 9 at 6.
An honor for the late Terry Sanford this morning.
Yeah, the Raleigh Federal Building now bears the name of the former U.S. Senator and Duke University president. Hundreds came to the dedication ceremony in Raleigh today, including members of Sanford's family, his friends, and his former staff members. Sanford's son says his father's greatest legacy may have been the hundreds of friends he made during his lifetime. Sanford died in April of 1998.
Nearly 1,200 state troopers stand to lose thousands of dollars in retirement money. The retirement fund is at least $1.6 million in the hole. The fund was started back in 1930 to help families of troopers killed or disabled on duty and assist those who retired after many years on the force. But the number of retirees outpaced the amount of money raised each month. Troopers will vote later this month whether to continue the fund. The State Board of Education gets a new member. Governor Hunt appointed Maria Teresa Palmer as the first Hispanic appointment to the board. Palmer, Hunt says, will help break down language barriers for Spanish-speaking students. She lives in Chapel Hill.
The Blair Witch Project isn't just scaring moviegoers, it's making some of them sick. Most of the handheld camera scenes are jerky, and that can cause motion sickness. A movie theater screen occupies about 80% of your field of vision. While watching films with jerky camera movements, such as the Blair Witch Project, your eyes tell your brain that you're moving, but your inner ear and other sensors tell you you're not. This can cause motion sickness. Now, watching a television is different because the screen takes up only about 10% of your field of vision. The experts suggest sitting a little further back in the theater to reduce your chances of motion sickness.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Here we go.
Made me sick for a different reason. It wasn't the cameras. It was just 2 thumbs down.
You just didn't like it. You just plain didn't like it.
Did not like it.
Sam Elliott.
Sean Elliott. Sean Elliott in the news today. He needed that liver transplant surgery right after the NBA Finals, and he got the donor. We'll talk about that in sports. Very heartwarming story for you on this Monday after this.
Outside bugs would rather be inside. Get bugs before they come in by calling 1-800-TERMINIX for convenient outside service backed by the best guarantee in the business. Keep bugs out. Call 1-800-TERMINIX. No bugs, no hassles.
I just want to celebrate. The most important decisions in life are made with your head and your heart. Celebrate by making the right choice in a new Ford Taurus. Now, during the Ford Authorized Clearance, get 0.9% financing plus $1,000 cash back on a 99 Taurus. Low financing and cash back. Now that is smart. I just want to celebrate. Yeah. Celebrate by playing it smart during the Ford Authorized Clearance at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Prices all over the store. Just look for Smiley to save even more. Walmart. Move 'em out, roll back. Always low prices. Yeah. Always. Gerda?
No.
Gidget?
Nope.
Nanook? Pandora?
Nah.
Hunting slugs and snails with me.
Parenting. The next big thing from the McKinneys. LS. The next big thing from Saturn. Room for parents, room for kids. Same dent-resistant doors.
Your Majesty, we've discovered more wood in a nearby house.
Destroy it.
Terminix rules the termites with our advanced termite control systems. Call 1-800-TERMINIX. No bugs, no hassles. Now, Eyewitness News 9 Sports.
It is perhaps the greatest love one can show a family member, and it may have saved the NBA career of Sean Elliott. Sean Elliott underwent liver transplant surgery today. The donor, Elliott's brother, Noel. Well, in the spirit of giving the ultimate gift, as in Christmas, spelled N-O-E-L, as Noel. Elliott's need for a transplant first surfaced last month after the Spurs won the NBA championship. Doctors say they'll need at least 3 months before determining whether or not Elliott can return to the NBA as a player. Today's operation was to last about 6 hours. And early in the screening process, doctors realized Elliott's brother was most certainly a candidate. Locally, Pitt County's 16 and under softball team is enjoying a day off today at the beach after winning their first 2 games in the Babe Ruth World Series at Manio. Last night, Pitt County stunned a team from Washington State 17-zip. Today is an off day in the round-robin format. A win over Stamford, Connecticut, would clinch them a spot in the double elimination championship series, which begins coming up on Wednesday. We will have a crew in Manio coming up this week for more on the Pitt County 16-under All-Stars in the World Series. Their 8 o'clock game tomorrow night against Millville, New Jersey, is another team that's unbeaten in the tournament. In fact, only 2 teams are unbeaten still in the tournament. Right now, it's Pitt County and Millville, New Jersey. In golf, El Nino almost blew past Tiger at the PGA Championship at Medina yesterday. As Woods faltered late, Sergio Garcia made a move and captured the crowd before just falling short. Rare to see Tiger Woods opening the door like he did yesterday. Garcia needed this putt desperately, didn't get it, and perhaps this will be the rivalry of the new millennium. Tiger Woods, the PGA champ, El Nino, Sergio Garcia putting on quite a show. Now, much of the early talk at the PGA was the Ryder Cup controversy. Should the players be paid for playing for their country? Some of the players say they'll give the money to charity, but the play-for-pay issue has been a Ryder Cup headache for the past week. Today, Captain Ben Crenshaw made his final 2 picks for the Ryder Cup. They are Steve Pate and Tom Lehman.
Tom is a substantial player, both in the way that he carries himself and the way that he plays golf. He's a figure that we all look up to. He's a solid human being. Steve Pate is a competitor, tough competitor, who has believed in his game for 2 years. Ultimately, it boiled down to me as that last pick. How important is golf at this particular time in his life? And Steve weighed very heavily on that.
Lehman and Pate are joined on the U.S. team by Tiger Woods, David Duval, Payne Stewart, Davis Love III, Mark O'Meara, Hal Sutton, Justin Leonard, Jim Furyk, Phil Mickelson, and Jeff Maggart. Brookline, Mass hosts the Ryder Cup coming up on September the 24th. NASCAR, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Jeff Gordon made it 5 road course wins in a row, but Dale Jarrett continues to be the man in 1999 from yesterday. The 11 turns at Watkins Glen. This one dominated by Jeff Gordon. Little crash here. Somebody needs to tell Dale Earnhardt there's no I in team. That's his teammate he wrecks into. Gordon goes on for the victory. The story, though, has to be Dale Jarrett as far as the points standings are concerned. He's got a big, big lead, 300 over Mark Martin. Okay, I'm a sports guy, not a doctor. I made a horrible mistake. The kidney transplant, I apologize. I typed liver and it kept coming up. But it's a great, great story, but still, it's obviously there's 1 and 2, and we got it right the second time around. I apologize to the medical community for sure. What an embarrassment. Maybe the most embarrassing in my 14 and a half years.
Well, we'll see about that.
I think you had it right at first. You're a sports guy.
Yeah.
Most of us remember what it was like on the first day of school.
Straight ahead, we'll talk with some kids about their outlook for the brand new year.
The tables are turned. The roles are reversed. It's time for the 99 Honda clearance. You've got the power. Don't you just love it when you win? Now you can lease a 99 Civic LX for $189 a month for 36 months.
Hi, Sputnik Pizza.
That's my pizza?
Yeah, and it's fresh.
Fresh?
It's so fresh, it's from the future.
Want oven fresh pizza? Domino's makes it fresh when you call and delivers it hot in the Domino's heat wave. Domino's, made fresh, arrives fresh. The new Domino's, you gotta taste it to believe it. Now at Domino's, get a large pizza with up to 2 of your favorite toppings for $9.99. That's a large 2-topping pizza for just $9.99. Add an order of cheesy bread for $2.99. Call now.
Electronics, your Motorola authorized two-way radio dealer, celebrating 50 years of service to Eastern North Carolina in New Bern, Greenville, Goldsboro, and Wilmington.
It's about summer and driving down the road. But most of all, it's about you. About getting you into your choice of an award-winning Chrysler or Plymouth car or minivan. About the best way for you to lease Plymouth Voyager with 0 down for just $279 a month for 36 months. With $279 due at signing, plus tax, title, and license. The Chrysler Plymouth Summer Clearance. It's all about you. Carolina Chrysler Plymouth, proud to be the official vehicles of the Carolina Panthers.
Well, this is the day many kids have dreaded all summer. Parents haven't, of course. They couldn't wait for it. It's back to school day.
That's right. We talked with some Pitt County students to find out how the big day went. Here's what they had to say.
The teachers were great. And it was fun. And I think I'm going to like it.
Good. So what are you looking forward to the most this year?
Graduating.
What'd you do?
Fun stuff.
What kind of fun stuff?
Math and fishing.
Fishing?
No, it's a new subject.
Yeah, that one sounds good.
I think I'd like school.
Brian would like that one.
Yeah.
I need to go back to school.
Thanks for being with us. CBS News is next.
We'll see you back here at 11.
If you have a news tip, contact us at 355-8542. WNCT Eyewitness News 9 at 6 is on your side.
Back to Columbine. Emotions run high as students return to class for the first time since the shooting massacre. A new turn in the Princess Diana crash investigation. The prosecutor makes an important decision.
Out there right now, so for tomorrow should be a pretty nice day, partly sunny.
We thank you for being with us.
Be sure to join us for 11 o'clock for Eyewitness News 9 Nightside.
If you have a news tip, contact us at 355-8542. WNCT Eyewitness News 9 at 6 is on your side.
A scathing attack on the stock market day trading industry. Government regulators accuse day trading firms of misleading investors who they say almost always.
More reasons why Eyewitness News 9 is on your side.
Looking for something to do on these hot summer evenings?
Yeah, you might want to check out ECU's Summer Theater. Now, lights, camera, action, everybody from the actors to the costume designers to the set builders, they're all getting ready for Ain't Misbehavin'. It's this summer's hottest play, we are told. Interested? Well, the show debuts July 20th and runs through the 24th. Shows are at 8 p.m. with a matinee on Saturday. Tickets about $20 to $30. Senior citizens and children's rates